First pitch moments away in D.C. It's the Mets and the Nationals. Next. Nighttime baseball now from the District as you get a look inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the East-leading New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Well, and you know, these two teams, of course, very familiar with one another. The start of another division series. So you know those two men right there have a huge task in front of them, trying to give their ball club a leg up right here in the opener.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. Walter Johnson will be on the mound to face them. He's a guy that's got pretty good command of his pitches, but he's got to make sure he doesn't fall in love with the fastball because guys in the past have had a tendency to sit on it and have success against him. Gary Cox will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. And underway here this evening as the first pitch is hit in the air out to right. Harper is there, and it's a first pitch out to start the ball game. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. If it happens in baseball, it happens in Majestic. Number 30 will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Michael Lee will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
That misses 1-2.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Fouled back. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Starting lineup for Washington looks like this. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1. And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Man, you get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Jason Worth will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Two and one.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Span the runner at first with nobody out. Throw back to first by Colon. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Now another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. And with that punch out there, he's now just 1 away from the 2,000 mark for his career. He continues to assault the all-time list, and we'll have to keep watching to see where he may end up finishing. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Runners on first with one down. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Ryan Zimmerman will get his first cuts here with two gone now and a runner at first. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
A runner on first with two away. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Two out with the man at first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. From the stretch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, and that's going to earn him a big ovation, I would think, as that is career strikeout number 2,000 in his big league career. Nationals leave 1 after 1, no score. Number 3 will dig in. Currently 1 spot out of the stolen base lead in the National League.
Number 3.
Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Here's a liner caught down there at third. Unfortunate that time. That ball was scorched, but it becomes the first out here in the second.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. He can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And there's the full list of stolen base leaders in the National League. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Come on, National.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now. He homered in the ball game last night. And this is fouled at the plate. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Worth will put this one away with ease to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ian Desmond will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, just a 2-seam fastball. You'll see the movement here. It works back toward the inside corner, and he picks up strikeout number 3 so far.
Wilson Ramos will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
Batting 7th, third baseman,
Anthony Rendon will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And this is going to be a foul ball. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Michael Cuddyer will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Come on now. Let's get a game right here.
Now the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Have a nice flight home, Ned.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Brian McCann will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Got your winner.
The 1-0 now to McCann. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, it's your best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
3-0 now.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
Put him away.
No, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Now the 3-1 home. 3-2 now.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Wow, quite a turn of events here. He goes from in the driver's seat, 3-0, to falling victim to the strikeout. And in hindsight, you go back to that 3-0 pitch, and I got to believe he wishes he was swinging.
Bartolo Colon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Let's go, Nationals!
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Yunel Escobar makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Yunel Escobar.
First pitch in there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1.
You go, DP.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he'll try and catch him by surprise here as he drops this one down. And a nice play by McCann as the bunt attempt doesn't work out that time.
Well, just from a distance standpoint, you have to remember that left-handed hitters maybe get a step or two advantage over a right-handed hitter leaving that batter's box. So that's why it's much easier for lefties to bunt their way on than it is for righties to do it. And here, he needed those 2 extra steps because that was a very close play down there at first.
Walter Johnson steps in now. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
Hope you don't get whiplash, Colon.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Now the 3-1.
Here we go.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Here's a hot shot that'll be caught at first base. And that will become out number 2.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd.
Denard Span will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. First pitch coming. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Hitters count 2-0. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Gary Cox will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Our house, baby.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he will keep it going on the mound. He struck out the side last time through. Now the streak hits 4 in a row. 1 away.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on Show Track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And he hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Good curveball. Strike two.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Let's go, Nat.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Michael Lee will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
Get me out here. Run.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
The 1-2. And that misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tough call there. He couldn't get him to...
But at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Come on now. Let's get a save right here.
Another fastball, another called strike, nothing in.
Get out of here, man. Back to the door.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are 2 on with 2 out.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
David Lee will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. First pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And this is fouled straight back. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Here we go, guys.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Jason Worth will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
Fastball misses in the dirt. That's by him for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number one.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he's set now.
Bryce Harper will stand in. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0.
And if you're wondering, that's 52 pitches now through 3 1/3.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now batting,
Ryan Zimmerman will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. One run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And more often than not, when you see a guy with a batting average like his is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Ian Desmond will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And this guy's had his way with him so far. So maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive. So this is a nice first pitch single.
Wilson Ramos will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this bounces on McCann, but a good block there as he's able to keep it close. Colon ready with the 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
On the move is Desmond. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, and with 2 away, maybe a chance to get a second run home here in the inning. He picks a good pitch to run on, and he's in safely at second.
Colon looks back. Now the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Let's go, DC.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. We're through 4. It's now 1-0 Washington. Daniel Murphy will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Now a fastball's hit on the ground towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Michael Kadire will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Fouled straight back. Way outside. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here's the 2-2 home. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Brian McCann will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Anthony Rendon will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Around second. He'll try for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Boy, he had one thing on his mind right here. Once the ball left the bat, he just put his head down and said, I'm not stopping until I get over to third base. And sure enough, he's in there with a leadoff triple.
Yunel Escobar will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And now he bobbles it on the exchange, and the run will come in to score.
Yeah, tough break there defensively with two away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place and winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
Walter Johnson will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2. Next pitch, number 72 for Colon here tonight. Fouled back. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
The center fielder, number 2.
Back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Now a pickoff play at second. and he's back in standing. Ground ball to second. This could be two. A bare hand for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Jason Worth will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Bryce Harper. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Come on.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back.
Come on, Nat.
And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Remember, this guy homered off him earlier in the ball game, so he may be a little gun shy this time around. Understandable.
Ryan Zimmerman will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Here's the first offering. And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Oh, he's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. Two out, bases loaded. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. 5 innings complete. Nationals on top, 2-0. Bartolo Colon will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, it's been around what you'd expect.
Gary Cox will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the 2nd inning.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Number 30. We'll see if he can turn things around. He's struck out twice thus far. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Hey! Slow down. Quick!
And this is fouled back and out of play. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Here comes the 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Ian Desmond will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
The shortstop, Ian Desmond.
First pitch coming. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
Water. Get water here. Here we go.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Wilson Ramos will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Bartolo Colon tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Taillon will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. Anthony Rendon will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Let's go, man. Come on.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Yunel Escobar will step in, an RBI single this last time around. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Let's go, Nats.
Now the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Come on, Nats. Here we go.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Walter Johnson will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now the 1-2. Oh, and now look at this. The pitcher gives one a ride to deep left. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Say what you want about these guys, but they find a way to win ball games. Here's just another example of big at-bat as he drives in 2 with a 2-out double.
Denard Span will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
What do you say now, Washington?
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And he'll go the other way with the fastball as this is on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 4 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Nationals Park, Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Michael Lee will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Again, a 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Number 3 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far.
Let's go, Nat!
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
The 1-0. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
David Lee will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Worth is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Daniel Murphy will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Jason Worth will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
And Worth among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
The 1-2 with one away. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
The batter, first baseman.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his two-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the four-seamers.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Ian Desmond will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Look into McCann, the 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for Washington, but they're in front 4-0. Michael Kadire will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Left fielder, Michael Kadire.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Two and two. And this is going to be a foul ball. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Brian McCann will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
One out, nobody on. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Matt Carpenter will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Well, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
Fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Ramos will look up and make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They trail here 4-0. Dylan G is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Dylan G.
Wilson Ramos will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for Washington, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Full count, 3-2. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And this will be handled by Kadire, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Yunel Escobar.
Yunel Escobar will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Now the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Here we go.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is fouled straight back. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Another 0-2 coming. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. But they hold a 4-0 lead. Gary Cox will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th.
Gary Cox.
Now here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Line hard, deep into left. Worth has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a 1-hit shutout.
Number 30 will try and snap out of it. 3 at-bats and 3 whiffs thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 2-0. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Taken there by Escobar. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
This has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. He's kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Michael Lee will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just 1 final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Change up low, 2-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Swing and a miss, 2-1.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Swing and a shot back up the middle, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Number 3 will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Come on, now.
1-0 on the way. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 4-0. Good night from D.C.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro trains are available at the Navy Yard Station just north of the ballpark on M Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia Station just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, yellow, and orange lines can be made at Lintant Plaza and Red Line service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, free post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available on N Street by way of Tingley Street.